Okay, good morning everyone. For today we're going to discuss parabola with vertex at hk, meaning to say hk is an ordered paired not on the point of origin. This is Earth Topper at your service. So here are the standard equations for a parabola. First, we have the square of x minus h equals 4a times a quantity y minus k. So in here, the vertex is hk, the focus is h, then k plus a. Whatever the value of h, just put it down here, and the value of k here, and add the value of a. The directrix is equal to y equals k minus a. First thing to do is you must know the values of your x, y are the h, k, and the a. Okay, and the axis is x equals h. So here is the illustration. This is the directrix at the back of the vertex, and this is the focus. This distance is equidistant from the directrix to the vertex, focus to vertex. Okay, and this span of the parabola is also equal. This point to that point and that point to this point. And this is the axis x equals h, meaning it lies on the h. Okay, so in this kind of an equation, the parabola opens upward. Okay, let's move on. How about this? Square of x minus h is equal to negative 4a times the quantity y minus k. In here, same vertex, hk. Focus this time is hk minus a. Again, solve for the values of h, k, and a. Then substitute it here. Directrix is y equals k plus a. Then axis is same, x equals h. So as you can see, this is the illustration. This time, the parabola opens downward because of this negative. Remember that. And this is the directrix is equal to the distance from V to directrix and V to focus. So they have the same distance. And this is x equals h. So this is your axis. Okay. How about the other one? The third one. You are given the square of y minus k equals 4a times x minus h. Vertex the same, hk, whatever points not on the origin. Focus this time is h plus a and k. Directrix is x equals h minus a, and the axis is along y equals k. So again, you must know the values of your h and k and your a in order to get all of this. So this is the illustration. This is your directrix and opens to the right. Yes, it opens to the right. So always remember, if it is y and it is positive 4, it is opens to the right. So again, directrix to the vertex is equal to the vertex distance of focus. And this is your axis, y equals k. And this span from this point to this point and this point to that point focus, they are equal to. Okay, so that is our equation number 3. Equation number 4. The square of y minus k equals negative 4a times x minus h. Vertex the same. Any point not the origin. hk. Focus is h minus a, k. Directrix is x equals h plus a. Axis is y equals k. Again and again, you must know the values of your h, your k, and your a in order to solve this parts of the parabola. And this is the illustration. The parabola opens to the left. If it starts with y and you have negative 4 here beside a, that is a parabola opens to the left. So this is the directrix. Vertex, focus, they have the same distance, this point to that point and that point to that point. Okay, and this is your axis, which is y equals k. And again, this span f to this point is equal to f to that point. Okay? So let's proceed with our example number 1. Given the equation of the parabola, the square of y plus 3 equals negative 8 x minus 6. So you are asked to find the coordinates of the vertex, the equation of the directrix, and sketch the graph. As you can see, start with y, and it is negative. So it opens where? To the left. Okay? So let's find out. So this is k, and this is your h, and this is your 4a. Okay, very good. That's all. Using the formula, square of y minus k equals negative 4a times the quantity x minus h, we can relate that in our given problem. So in this case, y plus 3 squared is equal to negative 8 times x minus 6. The vertex is, just take the opposite of this negative 6. We have 6. And take the opposite of positive 3. We have negative 3. So that will be our vertex. Okay? By getting the value of a, simply whatever number is written outside this binomial, that will be equal to your negative 4a. So negative 4a is negative 8. So solving for a, we just divide both sides by negative 4. So a equals 2. Okay. Then use a and h and k to find the focus. So we have h minus a, k. So 6 minus 2, positive 4. Then copy negative 3. So this is your focus for negative 3. Directrix now this time is x equals h plus a. So very easy. So just get the value of your h rather, which is 6, then plus your a, which is 2. So directrix is 8. Clear. Let's move on. This is the illustration. This is your directrix, x equals 8. And this is your axis. Your axis is your k. Your k is negative 3. And this is your focus for negative 3. And this is your vertex 6, negative 3. And it opens to the left. So it follows the correct formula and the description of the graph. It opens to the left. Okay, let's have example number 2. Find the equation of the parabola in general form with vertex at 5, negative 2 and focus at 5, negative 4. So doing this, we have this solution. We need to compare the coordinates of the vertex and the focus. It is evident that the vertex is above the focus, therefore the parabola opens downward, and this parabola is of the type of the square of x minus h equals negative 4a times the quantity y minus k. Okay, let's see. Okay, the distance of the vertex to the focus is given by this. A is equal to negative 2 minus negative 4, which when you simplify this is equal to 2. Substituting the vertex and the value of a, we obtain the square of x minus 5 is equal to negative 4 times 2, which is your a, and then substitute also y minus negative 2, it will become positive later. Then expanding this one, the square of binomial, so we have x squared, that's it. So 2 times x times negative 5, negative 10x, and negative 5 times negative 5, we have 25. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. And simplify this, it will become y positive 2. So y plus 2. Okay? So next is x squared minus 10x plus 25. By multiplication, we have negative 8 times y is negative 8y. Negative 8 times positive 2 is negative 16. And combining like terms, so we have x squared minus 10x plus 8y plus 4y equals 0. So this is the so-called equation in general of parabola. Okay, so let's have this one. Finding the equations of parabola using an equation. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So we all know that this is a quadratic equation. So let's have the conditions here. If a is greater than 0, then the parabola opens upward. Remember that. If a is less than 0, then the parabola opens downward. Then the vertex is located at the point negative b over 2a. Then for ac minus b squared, the discriminant all over 4a. So that will be your vertex formula. So let's see. If this time the left part is the x and the right side are y's, we have x equals ay squared plus by plus c. If a this time is greater than 0, the parabola opens to the right. If a is less than 0, then the parabola opens to the left. And the vertex is located at the point 4ac minus b squared, the discriminant, all over 4a. Then, for k, we have negative b over 2a. So, we can follow this. Okay, let's have this example. Find the vertex of the parabola with equation y equals 2x squared plus 2x minus 12. Since we are following the format y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, we can easily find out the values of a, b, and c. So in this case, we have a equals 2, b is 9, and c is negative 12. Then we can locate or we can solve the vertex. By substitution, we have negative b, 2a. It will be negative 9 over 2 times 2. And 4ac minus b squared all over 4a, we have 4 times 2 times negative 12 minus 9 squared all over 4 times 2. To simplify further, we have negative 9 fourths and negative 96 minus 81 over 8. And we landed with negative 9 over 4 and negative 177 over 8. So that will be our vertex. So remember this. We are given the general equations of the formula in two forms. We have x squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. And we have also x squared plus dx plus ey plus f equals 0. So let's have this one. Draw the graph of the equation y squared plus 8x minus 6y plus 20 equals 0. So all you need to do is completing the square. So group all y's. So we have y squared minus 6y. And then taking the coefficient of y, which is negative 6, divided by 2 always, then square it. So when you divide that, it is negative 3. Just copy here. Then square it equals 9. Okay? On the other side, there is no x squared there, so just group them. So group the terms with x and the constants. This time, we need to group negative 25 plus 9. Okay? To simplify further, 25 plus 9 negative, we have negative 16. But when we took the common term between negative 8 and negative 16, we arrive with negative 8 times x plus 2. So in here, we can easily locate the vertex. The vertex is the opposite of positive 2, negative 2, the opposite of negative 3, positive 3. And to get the value of a, we just have this one, 4a equals negative 8 and 8 equals negative 2. Okay, so let's draw the graph. This is the graph. Okay, this is the vertex, negative 2, 3. This is the focus, negative 4, 3. And the other point, both side, negative 4, 7, negative 4, negative 1. And this is the origin. Okay, can you follow? It's very exciting. Okay, let's have number 2 example. Draw the graph of the equation x squared minus 6x minus 12y minus 51 equals 0. At this time, you're given x squared and there's no y squared. So you need to group them and express that in the square of binomial. So it's x squared minus 6x, group them, then get the coefficient of x, which is negative 6, always divide by 2. This is a process of completing the squares. Then square it equals 9. So what that number is that? When you square that number, you have 9. So that is 3. So just put negative 3 here. Then combine also. We have 51 and 9. We have 60. Then common between 12 and 60 is 12. So we have 12 times quantity y plus 5. Okay, in here we can get the vertex, which is the opposite of 3 and the opposite of positive 5, negative 5. 4a is 12 divided by 4, we have 3. And the length of the latus rectum is 12. So this is the value, 4a. Okay, this is the graph. This is the vertex, 3, negative 5. And this is the focus, 3, negative 2. And then this is the other side, negative 3, negative 2, and this is 9, negative 2. So in here, there is the so-called directrix. Okay, same distance between 3 and 3. Okay, let's have this sheet work. Name the vertex, axis of symmetry, focus, directrix, and the direction of the opening of the parabola whose equation is given. Number 1, negative 8y equals x squared. Number 2 is 4 times quantity y minus 2 equals square of x minus 4. Number 3 is y equals x squared minus 6x plus 33. Number 4 is 4 times the quantity x plus 2 equals the square of y plus 3. And number 5, y equals x squared plus 4x plus 1. All you need to do is follow the pattern that I've discussed with you a while ago. So step by step, you can do that. And here the assignment is also given. Name the vertex, axis of symmetry, focus, directrix, and the direction of the opening of the parabola, whose equation is given, and sketch the graph. So number 1 is 5y squared minus x minus 25y plus 60 equals 0. Number 2 is y squared minus 6y minus 4x plus 9 equals 0. And lastly, x squared minus 12x minus 6y minus 60 equals 0. You can do that. Just follow the pattern that I gave you. And for number 2, word problem, a parabola whose axis is parallel to the y-axis passes through the points 1, 1, 2, 2, and negative 1, 5. Find its equation. So, if there is no question, so I hope you will learn from my discussion. This is Parabola at vertex HK. This is Sir Topper at your service. Good morning.